Hello, beloved. Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the North Node. Welcome. This will be your spiritual path reading. Okay, let us tap in and talk to God. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the Six of Cups energy as well as the Six of Wands reversed. Okay. So I am seeing here that you've cut ties with the version of yourself that you used to be, okay? The version of yourself that you used to know is no more. You've evolved, you've ascended, and you've elevated, right? In frequency, you've elevated and evolved and ascended, and in wavelength and in vibration. You're just in a completely different paradigm, a completely different reality of self, all right? We have the Five of Cups reversed, and you have no shame in it, all right? Or there should be no shame in it. It's like I see here that you've got so many people that are trailing behind you, right? It's like almost they see it as disrespect or mockery. The fact that you've surpassed them or outgrown them, all right, or you've changed the way you have. It's like you have people that don't want to show it, but they really are miserable inside, right? These are unhappy people. They are unhappy with themselves, so they are unable to be happy for another. So it's not something you should carry upon your identity, like, oh my God, people, they be tripping on me, like I'm not supposed to be myself because so and so feels the type of way. Screw so and how they feel, because this life is yours to live. You're not going to be abiding by another person's emotions and feelings and thoughts of who you are or should be. Okay, it doesn't go like that. What the hell's wrong with people? You'll be who you want to be, Libra, any day, anytime. Okay. Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, and you are right to remove these people from your life. You've always been correct for choosing to move forward and choosing to do better and be a better person, because your decisions and choices have led you to this point. I see here that you're on a vibration, a frequency, a wavelength that puts you in a position or a predicament to elevate, right, and ascend. And this is your doing upon yourself because you actively took yourself to this point. You could have also chosen to be bitter and angry and unhealed and vengeful. You could have also chosen to be a negative person and house all these negative thoughts and emotions within yourself, but you chose to house gratitude and house healing. And therefore, with that energy you've chosen, that's what's coming in for you: healing and ascension and elevation. We have the Hangman reversed. Yeah. And you're gonna continue to skyrocket. You're gonna continue to skyrocket, okay, Libra? Like you're gonna continuously reach a point of your life where you just are a better version of yourself, where things are better. And you are going to continuously come out of anything that keeps you chained, all right? Anything that keeps you bound. You will continuously be a queen rising, a king rising, and you will continuously possess the phoenix energy within you so that you rise above all the circumstances that, meet you where you're at. It's like obstacles, turbulences, and mishaps, and all these troubles that might encounter you within your life. They're not meant to break you, they're meant to shape you. You're meant to endure and conquer. That's your destiny here. Yeah. And no weapon formed shall prosper, because that's what God said upon our lives, right? It's God's will upon our identity to be who we are, no matter what. So I am seeing here that you're living in, the story of David, the story of Moses, the story of Joseph here, okay? It's like you are living a biblical narrative or a biblical story at this time, because what I'm seeing here is that the way in which your life is going right now, It's taking you to vindication. It's taking you to justice. It's taking you to where you need to go. 222 energy. All right. 222. There is going to be restoration. You are going to be redeemed from all that might be currently happening right now. It's like you are bound and fated to being redeemed and vindicated. You are bound and fated to receive justice. You're not chained and bound to anything outside of that. No matter who tried to do what, say what, act however way, or no matter what happened to you, you're not bound and fated for misery, right? Because you didn't choose that. You could have also taken upon that black robe energy. You could have also worn your sadness and your trauma and your depression and your anxiety. You could have also chosen to be, someone who allows what they deal with or go through on a daily basis to, mold them into this angry, bitter, just very much in an energy of not caring about anyone else but yourself. You choose to be selfish, screw this, screw that. You could have easily fallen into that, but you continuously rose above it. And because you continuously did that, your vibration, your wavelength, your frequency was transmuted right then and there. So whatever you were facing, you are able to transmute and alchemize the energy to work in your favor, no matter how bad it seems, or no matter how bad things might be. Yeah, look, we have the Nine of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing here that, you're going to look back at your life in like 5 years' time and be like, if I had not gotten up that day, if I had not made that decision and that choice, if I had not done that or been like that, my life would have gone a completely different way. It's like 5 years from now, you're going to understand and things are going to make sense as to why things had to be the way they had to be, or why you had to do what you had to do, what you had to say. You'll understand your path as it progresses. Your journey of life will make perfect sense with time. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles energy. This is like a breakthrough in your life, right? A breakthrough that your forefathers and foremothers couldn't have experienced because of their circumstances of life. So you have blessings from the ancestors that walk with you. I am seeing that. Okay, Libra. You have, guidance. You have fortification. Okay. There is no karmic debts that you owe. You've repaid and cleared your debt. So for every sin, repenting is required. You've done that, right? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. And because you've done that, you've been cleansed, right? You've been cleansed from illusions of life that have followed you, the illusion that you're stuck in your mind, the illusion that you're heartbroken and in trauma and in pain, the illusion that you don't matter, you don't have a voice, or your thoughts don't mean anything, the illusion that you are not who you think you are. You've broken free from that. Now you're entering a chapter of your life of straight discernment and straight understanding of your own identity and path and journey and walk of life. God is going to ensure that everyone that walks into your life is someone that is meant for you. And even if they're not, they're going to work in your favor. It's like an enemy will think they're being an enemy in your life, but they're serving you right then and there. They're serving a role and a purpose that is going to rise you up even further. Look at that. Look, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and freaking Ace of Cups. Literally. Look. This is what awaits you. All right, Libra? This is what awaits you. There is nothing more, nothing less that awaits you other than complete breakthrough, alignment, and happiness. Breakthrough, alignment, and happiness. You'll be happy in your own mind. You'll be happy in your own heart, in your own body. You'll be happy in your own reality, okay? No matter how the next person is living, you always have the consciousness of a higher vibration, a higher truth, that there is no comparing yourself to anyone. There is no comparing who you are and your life to anyone else's. Okay, and you'll find contentment in that. You'll always um, find a new day to do new things. You always find a new energy to transmute, right? It's like you will never be stagnant and stuck in the same energy or same cycle or the same experiences of life. There will always be a breakthrough. There will always be an ascension, and there will always be a rising. All right. You'll always rise and ascend, elevate and evolve. All right. And I see here that multiple weapons have been formed against you, but no weapon prospered. So it's like every enemy must ask the previous enemy how. It's like, oh, you want to try me? Ask the enemy that I defeated, right? How their story ended when they tried me. The ancestors are not playing about you. I am seeing here, right? Those that walk with you, they come with what they come with, and they come from afar. A galactic cosmic energy that spreads around your aura like a white light. All right. Yeah. And they're in control. So no matter what enemy forms weapons that are unseen by you or unheard, people trying to curse your life, or people trying to, hold you in the bitterness that they have towards you, and hold you in the anger that they have towards you, and like these grudges, right? All that energy, you alchemize and transmute it, because the ancestors are going to assist you in doing so. It's like you will always end up being a better person. You'll rise from everyone and everything that tried to stand against you. It's a part of your destiny. You'll always be the one that shocks everyone. Like, I thought I could do this to them. I thought I could say this. I thought I could act like this, and it will affect them like this. It will make them do that. They will react like this. They'll feel like that. They'll think like that. And it's never, ever, ever going to be like that. You'll always be a testimony to the enemy that, you know what? Bitch, be humble. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And it's like so many people have tried to throw you off course. Throw you off course. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't act like that. Rather do this, say that, act like that. Go here. It's like they've always been people that try to control the way your life goes, or try to control you in your own life, in your own reality, in your own world. There's always been someone of narcissism in your life who abused their control and power and authority over your life. This common theme that has followed you is being cleansed actively. And you're going to reach a point in your life where even if there is a supposed giant that seems to be Goliath, they'll remember you were David. Let's tap in further to the energy, Libra. It's like the more the enemy tries you, they actually help you grow. They help you, like literally. The more the enemy forms weapons, the more you conquer, or you prove to God that you are who you are, and to them as well. But God already knew that. He just wanted you to prove it to them. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. Hence the backfiring. Everything that tried to, everyone that tried to do what they tried to do, say what they tried to say, act how they tried to act towards you, in forms of betrayal, in forms of weapons being formed, it never prospered and it never will. There's negative energy, like so much negative energy that you've had to alchemize and transmute. And you've done so with the High Priestess. It's like you've completely cleansed yourself. You think letting that go is just something small, but you look back in 2 years' time and be like, if I didn't let that go, I would be a bitter bitch. If I didn't let that go, my stagnancy and blockages would be my responsibility, because I chose to hold on. You're not foolish, Libra, for being the bigger person. You're not foolish or being foolish for choosing the other way instead of the way that everyone commonly takes. right? You're not dumb. You're being guided. You're fortification. You understand? Okay? It's like you being who you are. It's not even in your control. The ancestors are working with you. It's not even you protecting yourself. It's them helping you do it. It's like you're working with a spiritual team. You're not alone. Okay? You're working with a spiritual team. There's people by your side in your dreams when you rest, in your day-to-day when you do what you do. There are people by your side in the rooms that you are spoken of and the actions that are taken in your honor or behalf, right? Your spiritual team is all up in there. So anyone that says your name, they hear. Anything that happens with regards to you, they see. And everything about you, they well aware. Yeah, justice, you're in complete alignment with your spiritual team, and they'll do whatever to protect you. Everything, whatever. They'll show up in ways you wouldn't believe. They'll show up in ways that will blow the enemy's mind. The enemy who doesn't want you to be in alignment, the enemy that doesn't want you to have the spiritual guidance or the spiritual signature and essence that you hold. They want you to be easily wounded by their words and easily affected by their actions and easily, triggered by the things that they, or the ways that they act, right? It's like, what does that have to do with you that someone else is choosing to be who they are? That's the thing with life. We come here alone. How are you going to attach yourself to another person's identity like that so that everything about them affects you so much that you can't even be yourself? That's absurd. That's literally absurd. And the more you choose yourself, Libra, is the more life is going to choose you, because that's the energy you're in. If you constantly allow yourself to be lost in what happens in your life, you'll never be in alignment and in balance with yourself, because anything can affect you. Anything, even your mood change, can truly affect you, right? But if you stay in alignment with yourself, Libra, you can't be affected unless you choose to be. Like, unless you feel like, let me play the enemy's game a little bit and act like I give a fuck, right? God values you, Libra. God sees you as somebody that is deserving of so much, and so shall it be. Like I said, they'll know that you're David, for they are your Goliath, right? So many didn't see this coming. Like, you could have been someone who a lot of people underestimated or looked down at or overlooked for their own particular reasons or understandings of life. Now it's time to prove a point, God is saying, and that's where you're headed. You're headed to your testimony of being the point to prove. God is using you as the vessel to prove the point. Yeah. And back then, things were the way that they were for a reason. God wanted you to go through that so that when you get to where you're going, you have what you need, because all that you went through was equipment to wise you up, thicken your skin, right? Hence, you forever rise because you learned your lesson and you keep learning. Libra, all right? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the North Node. Thank you so much for joining me. This was your spiritual path reading. All right, Libra, see you next time. Goodbye.